Welcome back to the Coin Shop Podcast. What an exciting day for U.S. coins. We received our new CACG grading holders, and not only are we blown away by the overall look, but also how indestructible these holders are. We have a 10-minute Q&A with John Albanese, and he gave us a few ideas, but also answered some really good questions. Find out here what he had to say.
We're back with a special edition of the Coin Shop Podcast. We got John Albanese on the phone. We're just going to do a quick 5-minute chat about the holder, which, guys, is absolutely stunning. The coins look, in our opinion, in the U.S. coins opinion, is that I can't find anything wrong with them. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like to be the negative guy, but I try to look to see where things can be improved, and I am just having a really hard time. And one thing I noticed too, these are made in the USA.
Oh yes, well I was agreeing with you.
Okay, so
they are made in the USA. And again, we have the one thing I have to tell you though, and I got to tell you, David Hall was correct when he told me a few years ago. He said your biggest problem is going to be the holder, and it's true. I mean, it literally took us a year and a half of testing and drawings and the whole bit. I mean, back at NGC in the old days, it seemed like it was much simpler, but it's just so much more complex now because we have the security features. And in terms of aesthetically, I happen to love it as well. The one thing I would say, if you my mild criticism of it aesthetically, if you stack them up, you'll see on the side of the holder, we really wanted to frost that or put a reeded edge. But on the side, as you can see, there's evidence of sealing. And that's why we actually left it that way, because we want the customer and consumer to understand what sonic sealing is. And you'll see that little white line there. That's evidence of sealing. Otherwise, how would you know if a coin was, let's say, cut in half and sliced back together?
Right.
We wanted that we didn't want to hide that because it's a security feature in some respects.
Right.
And again, we didn't spare expense making it in the United States and having it designed here, the highest quality. We're probably at a disadvantage to the other services, maybe by 50 cents or 60 cents a holder. But and this might come into play on these so-called bulk deals, but we just can't compete with those deals because we're paying more for a holder. But again, the most primary importance for us was the protection of the coin, right? You'll notice there's archival ink on the label. You can't tell, but that's archival ink. There's archival paper. There's no glue whatsoever in there. We toyed with initially putting a hologram on the label on the inside, but those holograms have glue behind them. So, you don't want to have glue with the coin, right, entombed. So we did everything we could to protect the coin and make it as clear as possible. Again, at great expense. It's the one area where I say we definitely blew our budget on the holder, but I think, as you can see, it's well worth it.
we are going to submerge one underwater for the week, and we're going to test it. But yeah, you're right. I like the seal because you're right. It does give you, it gives the consumer, let's just say if I'm thinking of a consumer, it does give me,
Right.
I will say one thing. These are not going to be fan friendly to the crackout guys.
Well, I'd like to mention too, you're in Texas, so obviously I think Uncle Danny or someone there must have a truck, I assume, right?
Right.
So I'm ready to put it in the parking lot and run it over. You're welcome. I'd be curious. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll do that actually, and we'll do that on video just for the heck of it. All right. I don't want to damage one of my sample slabs.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
But we'll do it. We'll do it.
We sent you 10, so I mean,
Okay.
I'll send you another one. Okay, I'll add another one to your next.
Deal. All right. So coming soon, guys. We're gonna run over it with my Ford Raptor. We're gonna run right over this thing. 6,000 pounds.
Yeah. Now, as far as the samples go as well, there seems to be a lot of anxiety from people looking for samples, and we do have. We're going to run a report to the CAC members that have been active for the last 2 years, 24 months, and we're going to be sending everyone a sample. So
Cool.
That quells some of their requests for samples.
Oh, that's great because we've already, I put the video up not thinking, we had people calling, hey, how much? What can I pay? I mean, they're not for sale. I would give one to a good customer.
Right.
I think I saw the Dempseys were going to auction one for charity. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me just ask you on that topic, if we were to auction one and donate to charity, where would you like it to go?
Well, I mean, I give a lot of my charitable funds to dog shelters, but I think what Seth is doing is a wonderful thing. And I would give it to Seth University. That would probably be the smart place.
We donate plenty to his university already.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Well, so.
All right, Witter coin you it is.
Yeah, Witter coin you.
Witter coin you it is. All right, so let's talk more about the holder. So, okay. I like the CACG, the reflective sticker in there. It really is. It's beautiful. How hard was that? Is that an addition onto the actual label? Is that made with the label? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So that again, we couldn't use glue. We couldn't stick it on there. It's heat embossed. It's aluminum. So
wow.
It's 100% inert. It took a while to develop it, but. It took a few months, but we got it done.
The reflective surface on the sticker is just amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's got a super modern and sleek. I mean, the holder is so cool.
Well, and I said it in my earlier video too. I like how we have the older NGC kind of, that the Fat Boy kind of, and they don't chip as easy. I mean, this looks like it's going to be really hard to chip.
Well, like I said, I mean, when you run it over, you don't want to put it on the pavement. Let me put a piece of wood underneath or something and run it over. But we've tested them. They don't pretty hard to chip them.
Okay, so we're gonna smash the crap out of this thing when we get off this phone call. Okay. Anything you want to tell us about the here? Actually, then the hologram on the bath. So the hologram that's an addition to it's obviously stuck on there. How is that adheres to the back of the plastic? And I'm talking about the CAC.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and again, that's hot stamped as well. That's not a new technology, and we do have 3 or 4 somewhat invisible safety features inside that hologram as well for anti-counterfeiting.
I do love the QR code. It's cool. I'm not a big fan of the chips, but I do like the QR code. Super simple, easy. Obviously we used it. It pulled right up, so that's awesome.
Yeah. We looked into the chip, and a lot of our customers didn't like the chip. You mentioned the security reasons that the word out there is postal or Federal Express employees can read through
it's
the
easy.
packages.
Yeah, it's easy.
And there's also there's a lot of people, a lot of collectors are also respect their privacy, and they're worried there's a chip in there that the coin can be located. It can't be, but you can't convince them of that. So we decided to go against the chip.
It is hard to convince, but it's kind of hard. It's conceivable though, right? I mean,
well, it's conceivable, yeah, but that's more likely to happen than Bill Gates inventing a chip for the vaccine. I agree, but it's still misinformation out there.
Right.
All right, that and lab-grown meat, right? All right, well, cool. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking it. Did we miss anything? Oh, hold on. There was a question or two. Hold on real quick. Maddie, you want to ask? Oh, what about the catalog number, John? When are we going to get, is there a published CAC catalog already?
Yeah, there's, I believe that your software guy is called our software guy.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just, initially that's going to be a curve, but that's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you hearing so far about, what is some feedback that you're hearing from customers or collectors or dealers or whatnot?
Well, I mean, we're all a little bit impatient. The core of that holder is it's a medical grade silicon based plastic, and there was a shortage of that for quite a while for the supply chain, and we finally have adequate supply. We're gonna bulk up and have a 2-year supply, but it took us probably a good 40 days longer than we anticipated. That's why our launch is a little bit slow right now. We have several thousand coins down there or more graded. We're waiting for the cores. Every day we get a different size, and it's a little bit hectic right now. But I'm a little bit disappointed in the delivery, but once we get them, and once we have our surplus, we'll feel happy. But I'd like to have a 2-year supply of holders on hand.
And not trying to put you under the gun here, and if this is not good enough, we can edit it out, or if this is going across the line. But when do you feel like the first packages will be shipped to the original submitters?
Well, the way our supply, the way our holder are ordered, the largest orders are coming in first, highest priority. So that's like silver dollars, half dollars, quarters, as you see, silver eagles. So if someone sent right now 20 coins in with 20 different sizes, it doesn't really make sense for us to hold or 6 of them and send a partial, right? We want to get them all in. So so it's going to be very difficult. It's difficult to say. Even on our top 20 contest winners, we have the half dollar. That's the number 1 coin. The number 2 coin, I think, is a dime. We don't have the dimes yet. So we can't. We have them graded. We have the labels printed. We're just
waiting on the.
We're doing the best we can. It's a little frustrating.
All right. Well, I mean, it's growing pains. I mean, this is all for the better of the hobby. So I'm sure people will be okay.
Yeah, like I said, we have a 30-year or 40-year plan, so an extra 3 weeks is not going to kill us. But I'm impatient about it.
No, well, that's good. as a leader, that's what people want.
Yeah.
So one last question. Again, maybe a little bit of a curveball. Maybe better than Scherzer's. How many coins were you? Let me rephrase this. Did it hit your estimation of how many coins came in whenever you opened it up, or did more coins come in than you thought originally?
I never really thought about it. I mean, we have over 150 shareholders. We asked them to only send 250 coins, right? Many of our shareholders are collectors. Many are retail dealers who submit coins. So, we got a decent amount of coin, but we didn't get completely flooded because we were telling people to hold off. So,
okay.
Like I said, for the soft launch, we were not, we're not making phone calls and ask people to submit coins, obviously.
Right.
We believe there are coins coming in once we have our holders. And, as you know, Ed, when people send coins in and they get them back, it encourages them to send more.
Yeah.
If they get a call 3-week delay, they're going to wait. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. That's fair enough. All right. Well, listen, John, appreciate the time as usual. Thank you very much. And super excited about the holder. Again, I think you guys literally a 10 out of 10. And that is a completely, I know it's hard to say that it's unbiased but if I thought something was wrong, I would definitely say it. And I think it's awesome. I think you guys hit a home run.
Right. And as you see what you see there is, we probably rejected. We spent tens of thousands of dollars on 3D printing, on holder. We rejected. There's so many. I have a folder this thick on the whole. Believe it. This is the end result of collaboration and trial and error. So,
well, you guys did a great job. Congratulations. Super excited to get some coins back, and obviously best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. One of the questions we've been asked is how easy is it for it to crack one of these coins out of here? So us, crazy as we are, we're about to find out. Follow me. Some of you guys know these. These are a coin dealer's best friend. Can you crack it traditionally?
Oh my God, let me put the glasses on.
Absolutely not. But hold on. Safety first. So normally on the old Fat Boys, you always hit the top right-hand corner. Well, I always hit the top right-hand corner. Well, that didn't work. Let's try this. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. All right. Well, that's also a problem. Let's go run it over with my Raptor. You want to run over Slab. Got to bring the big guns with us.
Big guns.
Yo-ho-ho!